Hey guys, Rory from A&S Gear, and we've got today in front of us the brand new gun from First Strike. This is the Scout. So this is the bolt action Scout. You can see it right over here. We went out, shot this outside a little bit, and it was awesome. When I first heard they were going to do this, I was like, who's going to want a pump or a bolt action gun? Well, turns out maybe I would want a bolt action gun. I don't know. They're pretty fun. So let's open it up. Let's look inside. So we've got just a little bit of a quick start guide right there. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get our pieces out. We've got this. This. And this right here. So let's take this. Just get this out of the way. Hand that off over there. And then look and see what we've got right here. So this is the Scout. It comes with the marker, as you see right here. It has a shroud. I think this is like a 12-inch shroud on the front of it, set up for M-LOK, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's an M-LOK setup that's on there. Just by looking at it, it looks like an M-LOK setup on there. We've got a 13 cubic inch bottle and the floating stock that's on there. Now this, get this out of here. This is the one where you'll take it and you will glue this to the bottom. You'll remove this little sticky bit right here and sticky it to the bottom right there. Then you would screw this on to the back, and then you would slide this on here. I guess you could do it the other way too. You could glue this or sticky that on there and then slide that in to wherever you wanted it, and then rotate the whole thing on there. Whatever you want to do, you can do it either way. But that's how that works right there. So 13 cubic inch, you've got the free floating stock set up on there. Inside your parts kit, you've got some little parts. You've got some rails that you can stick on there, your barrel sleeve, your manual, and then your 2 magazines. And these are version 2, 11 rounders, I believe, that hold either a 68 caliber round ball or the First Strike, either one. Now, when I went out and shot this outside, I shot it with First Strike in there, and I shot it with the V2 20 round magazines. So it'll accommodate the 11 round that you see right there, the 20 round that you've got there, plus those giant banana 30 round clips also. You can get them all in there. So either way you look at it, either one of them. What do you got over there? No, that won't fit on there. They were showing me an accessory. That one won't go on there. All right, so barrel comes out the same way we're used to seeing it on the T15 platforms. You just rotate it and then pull it right out. You see that has the same style detents as we saw in the past right there. Now remember, as the gun sits, if you have the gun in the forward position like this and it is sitting, the bolt is inside the barrel, all right? And it is pushing the detents down. So as it sits for a prolonged amount of time, it's going to push those detents down, and they're going to become less and less effective the longer they sit like that in the gun. So what you want to do is A, have extra detents just in case you forget to remove your barrel, and B, as the gun is being stored, take the barrel out of it. Just remove the barrel, put it to the side, put it in a bag, do whatever you need to do with it. That way the detents can be free to expand and be as they should be, and nothing is just holding them down, making them less effective. These guns in particular, if your detents aren't functioning, the gun loves to break paint. So make sure you have a good set of detents in there that are doing their job, and you shouldn't have any worries with the gun. So a little food for thought right there. All right, moving right along. Lift that up, cock it back. Not back far enough. Oh, duh. If there's no air on it, it's not going to cock back. So this particular setup, this bolt action, or the way this gun works is there needs to be pressure in the system to make the sear and hammer catch on each other. If there is no pressure in the gun, if there is nothing in the tank, when you go to cock it back, you'll hear it hit that point where it would catch, but it won't actually do it. It'll just slide right off the front. But the cocking pull strength is very minimal. I was very surprised at how easy this was to cock it back and pull the trigger and shoot the gun. I expected to really struggle to pull it back as much as you have to do to pump things. But I was happily surprised at how easy it was to pump it. And in the video we did outside, you can see that I was able to rattle off shots pretty quickly, and it was extremely accurate with just the stock barrel and the first strike rounds that we put in there. It shot amazing. We'll go do some more shooting videos in the next days to come. Velocity adjustment is done right here. So if I cock it back and pull it, you can see that there is, I hope you can see it. You might not be able to, I don't know. There is a little adjustment screw right down inside of there, and you'll turn that to adjust velocity. And breakdown is super simple. Just being able to undo the screws, break it down, and take it out. Now, I have not broken this one down, and I think now would probably be a good time to do it. Let's try. We'll follow along with the instructions. We'll do it together. Remove the barrel and the magazine. Make sure that there are paintballs. Remove the bolt assembly. Doesn't say how to do it. It just says remove the bolt assemblies for basic maintenance. Let's figure it out. Let's do it, shall we? I think we should. It's always an adventure. Looking around, looking for what I see. Let's get this thing open. All right. Nope. Just checking to see. Yeah, these are metric. So let's take these out. Look at the breakdown here. I can already feel it coming loose. There we go. Easy peasy. If I pulled that out right there, that would take that whole front assembly off. So let's do that too. There we go. So that takes that off, and that comes out real nice like right there. Now, this looks like we would have to come out from the top side on that. So this is what we're going to do real quick. When in doubt, what should you do? You should look in the manual. I know people hate to look in the manual, but it's really not that difficult, not that complicated. Here we go. Right here. Cleaning and maintenance. All right. Remove the trigger frame. Slide out the trigger frame and lower receiver. Remove the ASA from the body by unscrewing it. So we unscrew this off the back, and that should allow everything else to come out. Now, let's see if I can undo this by hand. It doesn't look like I can. And I can see that it's threaded. If I look through here, I can see the threading that's inside there. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get it by hand unless there is a set screw coming through right there that doesn't want me to take that out. So let's try something real quick. I know this thing's all greasy and I don't want to ruin my table. We're going to pull this set screw out. Look at that. So I'm pretty sure that it doesn't say anything about that set screw. So let's just take a close look. I don't want to be putting words in anybody's mouth or anything like that, because that would not be good. Release the magazine, jammed paintball, blah, blah, blah. Cleaning and maintenance. Oiling the marker, using a squeegee. Remove the trigger frame, slide out the frame, and lower receiver. Remove the ASA from the body. Then release the hammer from the, yeah, it says just do it. Doesn't say anything about removing that set screw. Well, there you go. You need to remove that set screw. And then that whole assembly is going to come out of there. And if we wanted to pull this out of here, it looks like we would do that and pull that right out of there. So there we go. That's how it goes together inside there like that. You could break this part down if you needed to replace the cup seal. If you had a leak that's coming down the bolt, you needed to replace that, that's where you'd want to get inside of there. And then the lever right here is indexed. You can see that there is a, well, you might not be able to see it, but there is a raised section cut on here. So it'll match up with the bolt assembly so that it sits in the right position inside there. But comes out real easy like. So let's put this back in here. I'm going to make sure that I can see my marking on there, my little handle. And then I'm going to line that up on there. And then tighten that down. Very important that you have that indexer lined up properly. Otherwise, this won't move properly inside of there. And then we can go ahead and slide that in. We need our little catch right there to be properly in the right spot. Then we can screw this in. This is our sear. We don't want our sear to be out of position. I'm second guessing myself. No, that's right. Like that. Beautiful. All right, so this, remember we talked about this flat spot right here? And you can even see it. You see there's a little mark on that flat spot. We're going to rotate that around and then set that flat spot down right there. And then put this back through so that it pushes against that flat spot. That's going to keep this from rotating. Awesome. Let's put this back together. So you could do all of that without removing the this front piece right here. You just let that articulate out. Once you do these 4 screws on the side, you could just lift that up, get to it, whatever you needed to do, and pull it all apart. Let's put this back together. And then we'll put the barrel back on, and we will put the tank and the stock in one of the magazines. Just lay it on there, and we'll put it on the scale so you guys can get a weight reading on the whole enchilada right here. Over here. I have to stack it up. All right, so we'll put the barrel in. All right, let's try to do a little tower here. All right, so gun by itself is just over 4 pounds. And again, that's on the heavy side, but remember what kind of gun we're doing. This is, designed to be realistic and to look and feel real. So then with the tank right there, we're at 5 pounds, 6.5 ounces. And then let's put a magazine on there as well. So 5 pounds, 11 ounces. And then if we added the paintballs into this one, we'd be about, well, I don't know how that's going to weigh that much. We'd be close to 6 pounds. So the tank right here with the stock, with the gun, with the barrel, with the magazine, with the 11 paintballs, either first strike or 68 caliber, just about 6 pounds right there. So not a light setup, but what you get out of it, boy, was it fun to go out there and play with it. Got a lot of shots per tank. We should probably do an efficiency test to see how many shots this 13 cubic inch gets on this kind of setup. People would probably want to know that for a bolt action setup. But this gun was surprising to be much, much cooler than I thought it would be. I mean, that's not a slight against the gun. I just didn't think people would want a bolt action gun. But when I went out there and had some fun with it, it's quite fun and quite interesting. So if you're into that scenario style paintball, the woods ball, the realism, the recreation, whatever it happens to be, give one of these things a look because they are awesome. The First Strike Scout, get yours at ansgear.com.